as the city grows rapidly.
But if you don't define these things and we get it up and we have, I'm agreeing with the look and feel. I didn't understand that was all we were focusing on. I thought since we have specific headings, I thought we were looking at that as well. Because you can't get it up without the specific headings, or you'll just have pictures and blanks. So I think we have to look at both.
The comments were very useful and can be incorporated. Absolutely.
I like the panorama picture across the top because we live in a beautiful area. Why not?
You do indeed.
I mean, the
Is
more
the
pictures,
photographer in the
the
room?
better.
One thing that will be necessary as in terms of next steps is you're going to have to start worrying about content, and of course we will want to have some pictures, and there's right now, at least in my possession, a dearth of photographs, so I'll be doing a new kind of RFP, a request for photographs. But I can talk to perhaps the city manager's office, and we can coordinate a kind of a search. And we probably need to find out who took that photograph. I was quite serious if the photographer was in the room, if they could contact me.
I have a question for Julie, City Attorney. If we put a comments page on this while he's working on it and building it, and each city council member is able to go in and add comments, does that violate the Brown Act? Would that be open to the public, or is it because we don't post the agenda we won't be able to do that? Can we keep it a running agenda for 6 months?
Well, you shouldn't be answering comments on the website. There should be access to you, and you can talk to individuals, and/or they can contact you, and you can respond that way. But you shouldn't be posting things on the website at this point for any individual. Along this line, although it hasn't hit websites yet, there are issues with the Political Reform Act with regard to sort of promoting yourself at city expense, if you will, because you are incumbents. So there are a bunch of issues there. Your website needs to be a place where people can go for information and find out how to reach you. But it shouldn't be a public forum for exchange of comments.
The comment saying is so that if we're at home looking at the website, that we can, each one of us can say, hey, Rick, we need to add this drop down. I think this is going to be a good idea. I'm trying to simplify this. So that every time we want to talk to Rick and somebody has an opinion, that they can go to him direct, but the rest of us can see it, say, yes, we agree with that, so that we can move forward. We can't do
You
that.
go through the city.
You can send in your ideas, and he can collect them, and then bring them back to his group and have you publicly discuss them and make some choices.
That's right.
Can I ask in kind of an inverted form of that question, as I understood it? Is there a single, as I bring this up, I know the final deal is one of these again, but as I get it to the next more complete stage, is there a contact, single point of contact, just to overcome inertia and get it to a more complete, more than just a facade?
Well, there is an ad.
John, would that be
And I keep looking at Mr. Davis.
It would be the pleasure of the council. I'd be happy to do that. I'd caution the council-elect to be careful about individually changing things because it gets into a slippery slope. So if you wanted to funnel that through me, that would be fine. Or if you'd like him to come back and do this, there could be multiple iterations before the council actually makes a decision. Or if you thought that I might be able to work something out, then I'd be happy. And then we can change it. The parts you didn't like, we can certainly change. Because there's going to be a lot on here that's
yeah, we call it scope creep is what we call it, and it will grow as we go, and I won't know what I can add and what I can't add without an official contact.
So, Chairman, that'd be the pleasure of the council. Council might not be happy to do that.
Well, council might agree with that.
Yes. Yeah, rest assured that nothing about the site goes live until this is all in a development environment and not generally viewable. Not entirely private either by definition, not a live website until we have a final, I guess, consensus vote.
Where did that picture come from, do you know?
Well, it appears, I also excuse me, I'm also the webmaster for the Boulevard Chamber, and I believe it appears on that website as well, so, in case it does not. It will be a public domain picture.
So we're filching from the chamber.
Well, as a temporary, I figured, any of these pictures can change.
I've got a number of pictures that
I'd love to see some.
I'd be glad to.
Okay, okay. I'll make sure that I give you money. Well, why don't I just say it?
I don't want credit, I just would be glad to forward them, and you can,
Sure.
as a professional, you can look at them and see if they're useful.
Sure, and we'll make sure that we have any public domain or copyright issues. My email address for anyone who would be interested in sending me photographs, and I'm positive I'll be flooded, at web-excellence.com. That's a dash, not an underscore.
Okay, I think we got a go-forward plan, Rick.
Have I heard a consensus on number 2? Is that
Can we run through just the pictures?
Just one more time, too.
Okay, one more time through the whole shebang. Starting with 2 this time in the cycle, that is 3. And there are some little pictures there. That is of course, everybody recognizes the mill. Very touch sensitive machine. There's contact 4. We're doing different things with color. And Councilman-elect Moore, that is the same photograph, of course. It just doesn't have the swoosh in front of it. You know, it's entirely possible to say we like aspect A of concept 2, we like aspect B of concept 4. You know, one from column A, one from column B as it were.
Can I see one?
And sure, let me just continue through the cycle. And that is one. You know, just to confuse, I had a less colorful version of that. This is just, I said 4, I'm going to keep the 4, but here is a 1A. A little less colorful in the buttons at the top. It's a little more sedate. So consider that concept 1A just to confuse you.
Back to 2 and 4.
Just run through them, just
Okay.
just go down for a minute.
All right, and we'll do the numeric order. Okay. If you're confused, if you look at the very, very, very extreme top right of the entire screen, you'll see concept 1 written up there in the blue bar at the top. So if you lose track of where you are, that might be useful. 2. 3.
3. Or a combination of that. I like things off to the left. I like the full picture of the top. I like the colors. I like the colors on here.
We need to get Rick a consensus to go ahead with something.
What should I say to you? Cheryl says 3.
I also like number 1. If we were to add pictures behind the city a little more, pictures up in the corner a little different. I like the drop-down resource menu. That would be in building and safety, and that's where your link goes. So you come page, have your drop-down resources, it takes you to all your different departments.
And that is a great example of an aspect of 1 that we can say, well, we otherwise like 2, but let's use that.
Okay, well, if you can move the resource button for me, then I'm fine with it.
Use culture.
Well, I think 2 is fine. So I guess let's go ahead with the 2 is what we're
Is there a
saying.
motion and a second?
No.
Okay.
2 is the winner with changes, and details follow upon discussion with you, sir. Okay, thank you all very much.
Thank you, Rick.
Thank you.